All right, thanks for joining us today. I'm really excited about this one here. Got the new Ego Shop Vac. Okay, wet dry vac, for that's a more correct term for it. So we're going to be doing the unboxing and setup in this video, and then I'll have videos directly after this for my first use and first impressions. All right, let's do this. Okay. All right, so we got a 5.0 battery, which is great, and we'll be discussing the runtime later. All right, standard charger. Don't forget to register your warranty. Okay, make sure to buy this from Lowe's, Lowe's.com, Amazon.com, not a third party on Amazon, Ace Hardware, and there are a few independent shops which are also registered, authorized dealers. Okay, if you don't buy it from the proper place, then you can't register the warranty. That's simply because if they weren't registered to sell it, then they probably didn't get it in a proper manner to sell it in the first place. Okay. Anyways, let's dig deeper. Let's see where everything is, because where's all the attachments and stuff? Okay, so let's take a look at this first of all. So we got larger back wheels, which only turn a roll, and then you got front casters, and the front casters have locks. Well, that's nice, because if you're on a little bit of a hill there, which my driveway is, I can lock this thing in place on it keep sliding down. Okay, got the locks to open this puppy up. So you got lock and unlock, so you just push in at the bottom, and then the same on the other side. Let's take a closer look at this. There's a rubber seal all the way around here that actually seals that, not just a plastic lip going over. And then the air filter is a bit different than your standard wet dry vac, okay? Oh. Now see, that looks like a car air filter, doesn't it? Kind of interesting. Good amount of surface area there to collect dust. Nice holder. Okay. Locks in place. All right. Inside here, we've got just a couple of extension tubes. Okay. For those of you wondering what size this is, it's listed at 1 7/8 inches, which is similar to what DeWalt uses on theirs. I know most of the shop vacs and rigids either have 1.5 inches or 2.5 inches. This being kind of in the middle at 1 7/8 inches. Main hose. Taped over the buttons, protect them, I guess. Let's see here. We can actually reduce the amount of suction right there. Remember this on some old school vacs. You had this where the suction maybe was too hard in different areas. You actually wanted to reduce it because it would just stick and you couldn't move forward. Just want to see how powerful this thing really is. All right, and then we got the filter bag, which if you've seen any of my videos, you know I love filter bags. And this one is shaped different than the standard shop vac rigid ones. Okay. And then we've got a larger flooring piece, and it does have a lot of felt tabs on there. And these are raised kind of high, so you can get bigger debris in there. I'm honestly curious how this would be good for just like vacuuming my own house. Oh, okay. Looks like it's a squeegee blade, maybe for a wet pickup. And that looks like that snaps right in place. Yeah, okay. And then we have our crevice tool. Very cool. Like most good wet dry vacs, this does have a drain plug in the front there. Yep. Oh, and what's this down here I just found? Is that where we're gonna hide and hold the extension tubes? Okay, let's talk about the accessories and where they all go. All right, so you got the bigger flooring brush here, and it does have a notch here that locks in, and then the little groove there for it to fit into. Okay, so if you're fighting with it and doesn't feel like it's going in very smooth, it's because it kind of goes in one spot. You go like this, it's not gonna lock in right. Locks in very nicely, just like that. Your extension tubes come out here. They look like a pretty cool exhaust system, if they were an exhaust system, okay? All right. And again, crevice tool goes right up front. You know, you got the smaller brush with the felt, the dust collector for your power tools, and then the brush here with the softer nylon bristles. Okay. Now, got a couple other things. Your hose locks on with these clips here. Okay. So you can stick it here in front, lock it in. Now, if you need this to blow, okay, you can also lock it into the exhaust right here. It becomes a blower, which is great, especially since you got that good filter in it. And if you're using the filter bag like that comes with it, that means you got a good filtered air coming out, so you're not blowing dust everywhere. But what about storing this thing? And then you have up top here, and you have up top here, and your hose is attached. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I move my shop vac around, I need to carry it to the backyard to clean out my smoker, my pellet smoker. If I need to move it to the front driveway there to do the cars, it always takes me a couple trips because I got to grab the stinking vac, and I got to come back for the hose, extension wands, and attachments. Everything is right here. And actually, you guys might say, wait a second, but the squeegee thing for the flooring piece isn't there, is it? Well, I was thinking about that. Why not in here? Because you're going to take the filter bag out when you do the wet pack pickup. So there it is. I'll just set it down in there. There's not a locking place, but I don't see why you can't just sit there. And speaking of the squeegee end for this here, so there's two clips here on each side. You just kind of push out. When I first saw it, I thought maybe the squeegee kind of clipped onto the bristles here, but that's just silly. The bristles will snap out, and you can use this right here. It's just, plastic, like suction, like most traditional shop vac style floor pieces are. Or you can stick the squeegee in there, and that locks in. Okay. Now, when you take this off the shop vac, take the motor part off, it stands there real nice. Most of the shop vacs, has that big cylinder cartridge, and then so it's always sitting like that. This one's actually got legs. And then the legs, you can see there's little sensors there. Those are your water sensors. So instead of using a traditional float, when the water hits a certain level in that tank, it shuts it down. And then you can empty it out and keep going. Sticking it back on is real easy. And the locks work real good, so you can use this one handle to pick it up with. Okay, there is a couple slots here on the side. So if you wanted to, for whatever temporary storage, you want to stick something up like that while you're working, so you can grab the crevice tool or one of the smaller brush tools and pop them out. And I think that works real nice for more of a temporary storage while you're working, and then tuck everything back in its more permanent locations when you're done. Okay, got the battery charged up, and I want to see how well this thing works, okay? How loud it is. I got my downstairs living room right here, and my dog's been bringing in a lot of stuff. I wipe their feet as good as I can, but it's late fall, so there's a little bit of mud, a little bit of leaves that just kind of keeps coming in every time. So I'm going to snap the battery in, fully charged, okay? Hose pops out, and I'll tell you, that's a pretty looking hose. I'm just being honest. All right, extension tubes, which are on board. Now these don't lock in like snap lock in, but they're tapered fit, like most your wet dry vacs. All right, yeah, let's turn the unit on. We've got speeds, high and low, turbo. Oh. All right, now even though I don't have a decimal meter, I tell you what, even on turbo, that's still just a little quieter than my 14-gallon shop vac you've seen in my other videos. Because sometimes I even want to put my earplugs in with that old shop vac. So that's not bad at all. And then got the remote, which does not have speed controls, but so it's going to be, whatever speed you have it on. That's kind of cool. All right, now let's take a look at another cool feature here with the crevice tool. So you notice there's like this big thing on top here that looks kind of odd. Well, how about like that being like a cool fiber optics light thing? Look at that. Great for working in the car. I tell you what, the amount of ideas and coolness that this thing has just never stops. Well, I just noticed a nice feature right there. This end piece swivels very nice on that hose. A lot of times, you stick your wet dry back in, stick it in, and you're like, oh, it's not twisted right. So you gotta pull it back out, twist it, because you're fighting it. This has a nice swivel. Okay, thanks for watching this whole like an unboxing initial setup video with me for this shop vac. I really like it. I've already, all right, shooting this afterwards. I've already done all the testing and stuff like that for my, initial review video. That's why Cooper's here, because he actually helped me with that video. So check that out, please, because I got some, a lot of information about this. But I'll tell you what, let you like a little secret. It's amazing. It sucks, but like in the good way, because that's what vacuums are supposed to do. All right, guys, thanks for watching. You have a good one.